Oh, it's great fun. We had a marvelous time.
Don and Margaret Kennedy's Reading home is filled with souvenirs from their adventures in Hollywood, memories that include time spent with director Steven Spielberg and wife Kate Capshaw.
Well, we know Steven well. Yeah, we've done a lot of things with Steven and Kate over the years.
Just one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet.
Don's daughter Kathleen Kennedy is business partners with Spielberg, producing dozens of his movies. They love to tell the story of Kathleen and Steven's unlikely meeting 30 years ago.
He said, I hired her to be my secretary, but he said she couldn't type and she couldn't pour tea without spilling it on someone. But he said she had good ideas, people listened to her, so I decided to have her do what she was trained to do and get a real secretary. So if she'd been able to type, Lord knows whether this would have all happened.
Right. Kathleen invited Don and Margaret to countless movie sets, even putting them to work as extras on Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. You guys with Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Boy, he's a handsome guy, isn't he?
Yeah,
He is.
he's a neat guy.
Ah, Dr. Jones, I'm Weber. I spoke.
In the opening minutes of the second Indiana Jones movie, there's Don playing one of the Catholic priests wearing pith helmets as Indy dashes to his plane. Margaret also had a role in the movie as a traveling English housewife, but she ended up on the cutting room floor. How long were you on screen?
Very, very briefly.
Hollywood took them a long way from their lives back in Reading. When Kathleen Kennedy graduated from Shasta High School and headed to San Diego State, she had no intention of being in the movie business. She was studying to be a nurse.
She called me on the phone one day and she said, I can't do it. And I said, you can't do what? She said, I can't do the dissection of the mouse. And I said, well, that's a shame, but you know, if you're going to be in the medical field, you have to do that sort of thing. She says, well, I don't want to be in the medical field. I want to be in film. But you can't stand blood.
Don Kennedy parlayed his experience as a Shasta County judge and lawyer into work as a legal advisor on some of Kathleen's movies, coaching some of the actors and offering advice on what really happens in the courtroom. Even an Academy Award-nominated producer can use some help from dear old Dad.
A great fun for us vicariously to be parallel to her career and see what she's doing, because it is so interesting and you do meet an awful lot of very interesting people.
Kelly Som, KRCR, News Channel 7.